You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White Live fans, we're back here with another video, and we're going to be talking about the NFL and training camp and the jab. Now, this video is going to be a little bit different from the other videos we actually put out, where we talked about players that have absolutely said, no, I'm not going to do it, like Odysee. This video is really about a particular player that was actually not a fan of the vaccine. But however, this particular player did end up getting vaccinated. And he got vaccinated for only one reason. He said that the NFL pretty much forced his hand. And I'm talking about Titans quarterback Ryan Tannehill. So let's go ahead. Let's dive into this because this is a pretty interesting take here. Tannehill, NFL forced my hand on vaccination. The Tennessee Titans quarterback says he would not have gotten the COVID-19 vaccine if not for the stringent protocols implemented for the 2021 NFL season. Yeah, so the NFL is pretty much going to try to force the hand of players to get the vaccine. It seems like Tannehill just wants to be 100% free. He doesn't want to have any restrictions on him. Whereas guys like Odysee, he's pretty vocal. He says he's not getting it. He doesn't want to get it. And the restrictions are what they are. And every player's situation is pretty different. But it says here, Ryan Tannehill took one for the team. Before long, he will have to take one more. The Tennessee Titans quarterback said that he did not intend to get vaccinated against COVID-19, but changed his plans last week when the NFL put in place a strict set of protocols for the 2021 season with regard to players who have not received a shot or shots to mitigate the effects of the virus that has spread throughout the world for more than 1 year. Quote, I wouldn't have gotten the vaccine if not for the protocols they're forcing on us, Tannehill said Wednesday, following the Titans' first training camp practice. I'm currently in the process right now, so that's where it's at. I think the NFL kind of made it clear that they wanted it to happen, and if you don't fall in line, they're going to try to make your life kind of miserable with these protocols. And guys, I absolutely do believe that to be the case because we've already talked about the fines. One thing about the players, man, they love their money, and the NFL is actually going to fine players close to $15,000 for unvaccinated players that end up violating COVID protocols. It even mentions it here, the NFL updated its protocols Tuesday night with the notice that any player who refuses to submit to a COVID-19 test will be fined $50,000. Now that I did not know. That unvaccinated players must wear masks on the sideline during practices and games, and that the waiting period for a vaccinated player to join a new team was shortened to 2 days. So guys, if the player is not vaccinated, they're going to have to be on the sideline wearing a mask. You know what? That's going to put their medical information all out there. Because when you're watching an NFL game now, if you see a player with a mask on, you know that he is not vaccinated. Now, guys, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't need anybody, any of the fans, knowing my vaccination status just because I'm wearing a mask. I really don't like that. It says last week, the league office informed teams that players would be fined $14,650 for each and every violation of COVID protocols this season. Those protocols include strict social distancing rules within the team facility and doing road trips for those players who have not gotten the vaccine. However, guys, guess what? You're playing football. You can't social distance. It is close contact. That's just the way it is. You're playing another team. Guess what? They're going to have unvaccinated players as well. I believe these protocols are kind of a little bit over the top. Additionally, teams are subject to forfeits that will cost players their game checks, and if teams are unable to field a roster because of a COVID outbreak. I don't believe that's going to happen. The NFL is going to make them money because guess what? NFL fans buy tickets. And if NFL fans don't get to go to that game because of this, I believe there's going to be an uproar. Yeah, they'll probably get their money back, but however, they're going to be very upset that they didn't get to go to that game. Because think of this. How many games a year do you think the average fan goes to? I'm going to say probably one. And to lose it because of this, fans would be outraged. But Tannehill goes on. He says, quote, "It is what it is." Tannehill, who wore a mask as mandated during Wednesday's workout, said, "I love this game. I love this team. I want to be able to compete and do the things I think are important to build chemistry and win football games. So ultimately, that forced my hand to get the vaccination." The quarterback apparently was one of the last holdouts among the Titans. Now it goes on. It talks about other stuff here, man. But man, this is kind of crazy, man. Think of this. Tannehill just gave in and basically bent the knee to the NFL because he didn't want to get the vaccine. Imagine this. Imagine, a wide receiver or a running back. They get the ball. They run 70 yards for a touchdown in the game. They're going to run over to the sideline and have to put a mask on. Usually those guys need oxygen, and they're going to have to wear a mask if they're unvaccinated. I don't like this, man. The NFL could have actually handled this a whole lot better. A whole lot better, man. And players like Tannehill, they just gave in. Some players, they probably have given in. There's some players out there that probably haven't said anything, and they got the vaccine, and they're not actually coming out and saying, you know what, I really did not want to do this. No, I hope that they consulted with their doctors, the team doctors, before they made these decisions. But I don't know, man. This is going to be one wild season, guys. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Live fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to Black and White Live, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.